Well, hello and welcome to my latest video. Now you want to know, I know you want to know, it's December the 30th and you want to know, is Julian doing Rapha 500? Well, it struck me that the only thing worse possibly than doing Rapha 500 is doing it but pretending that you're not. So, you know when you say to people, are you doing Rapha 500? And they say, well, no, I don't know, I haven't done a lot of training this year, or oh, my bike's not running so smoothly, I may have to spend time with the kids. And you know those bastards are out doing the miles. So am I doing it? Well, you're going to have a look on Strava. And that's the other thing about Rapha 500, right? The ride that dare not speak its name, unless it's on social media, unless it's public, there's no proof that you've done it, and therefore you have to publicise it, you have to show off about it, you have to boast about it, otherwise it's not real. So all those people who say, oh, I'm not doing Rapha 500, you're lying bastards, because am I doing it? Well, I'm not sure I might do it. I'll see how it goes. Check in a bit. As it happens, I am going for a ride today with my mate John, and so we'll see how it goes. The plan is to do about 50-55 miles, which may or may not contribute to Rapha 500. We'll have to see. Stick around. Yes, I am wearing a Rapha wanker's jacket, so enjoy. I don't know if you can see you can see the telltale stripes, can't you? It might be a Chinese version. No, it's not a Chinese version. It's a special Rapha 500 festive version jacket. Feast your eyes. Epsom Downs Racecourse, place I've never been before. There's my mate John there, riding his white Wessex, well tricked out in his Arsos gear. Very smart rider is John. And here we are. We're looking across the racecourse. Lots of horses out today, but invisible horses, ghost horses, like some of those white ghost bikes you sometimes see for riders who have sadly passed on. There's John, very smart. That's the sky. That's the building there in the background. We have stopped on this climb. This is the climb up to West Humble. So we came down through Headley, down Juniper Hill, did not go up Box Hill because we decided to eschew Box Hill today, and instead we're going to go up this climb, up West Humble to top of Manmore Common, and then probably descend from there. So I'm going to stop now and have a bit of snack. This is a Cliff Bar crunchy peanut butter. There was, funny enough, there's a boy at my school called Cliff Bar, and he had a brother called Crunchy Peanut Butter. We always made fun of him. Not Cliff Bar, he was alright. He was always, they call it domestic science, which in my day only the girls got to do. Now it's all different, of course. Everybody can do domestic science because everybody needs to know how to cook. So you'll want to see a rather unpleasant close-up of me eating a Cliff Bar. I don't envy you, can't be honest. Just did another of a climb that John over there sorted out a great route. Came back through Betchworth and arse end of Reigate and up a couple of steep hills. I think that Rapha 500 might have caught up with me. The old leg's not doing so good. Just quick look down there at my Gore fluorescent shoe covers. You've got to say they look the business. turned into quite a glorious day. There's the sound of a chainsaw massacre in the background there. This is Lloyd Park in Croydon, and there is also a David Park, and there's a George Park, and if you visit all three, then they say you've done the David Lloyd George Park run, and you can run around all of them. Not done a lot of filming on this ride, partly because I've been riding, I suppose, and partly because it's been some quite tough climbing with my mate John. John's just turned off, wished him a happy new year, and I'm going to be heading home. So pretty good ride, guys. Do you want a close up of the park, or you're not bothered? There it is. Looks like a park. It's known as a park bench. There. Here comes a runner, probably doing the David Lloyd George Park run. Do you want a bit of film of me riding along? Why not? I always think that film of somebody riding their bike with a GoPro on a chest harness looks remarkably similar to somebody else riding their bike with a GoPro on a chest harness. What do you think? Leave a comment down below, and if you like this video, watch the rest of it. The Lloyd Park tram stop, and the reason it's called a tram stop is because this is where the tram stops. And you know, it struck me the other day, you may already be aware of this, the difference between tram tracks and railroad tracks is that tram tracks are set into the ground, whereas railroad tracks are above the ground. Except here, of course, where for some reason these tram tracks, I will focus in on them for you down there, you can see, those tram tracks are set into the ground. Well, rather, they're not set into the ground, they're above the ground. Interesting, isn't it? Maybe not. Cycling. This is actually a tennis court. There are people over there playing tennis. But I thought I'd stop and show you tennis courts, because they're quite common around parks, public parks, particularly Lloyd Park. David Lloyd George was a big tennis player, in fact. Lost in the second round at Wimbledon in 1884. Straight sets. Never got over it. Look both ways, the sign says. So we're going to look up there, and we're going to look down there. And we've looked both ways. Let's hope that's enough. Sad to think, some poor fellow must have had the best part of 15-20 punctures here in this one place, and used all his CO2 canisters, all his clubmates' CO2 canisters, just to fix his punctures. What a problem. Glad I used tubeless tyres. Never get punctures there. Can you believe it? The only reason I did this ride, right, and it's nothing to do with Rapha 500. The reason I did this ride is because I wanted to get a Coughlin's donut, or rather two Coughlin's donuts. But you can see, because of that, because of the free donut with our meal deal, they're sold out of donuts. So I've ridden 55 miles and I can't even get a poxy donut. So I bought two sausage rolls, but it's not the same. It's not the same, but, well, it's greasy, so, and it's doughy. Doesn't have the sugar though, so could be good for me. To be honest, what you really want to do is see me eat the sausage rolls, don't you? So here we are. Now, look at that. feast your eyes on the sausage rolls, because that's the only feasting you're going to do, because the person who's going to eat these sausage rolls is moi, 55 miles in the bank. And yes, please, Michael, a sausage roll for Julian. That's probably more information than you actually needed, but if you touch the screen just there, the YouTube smell-o-vision and taste-o-vision will allow you to experience what I'm experiencing. Thanks for watching. See you next time. I'm going to finish the sausage rolls.